All right. What's up again, guys? Um, that guy sucks. I'm not going to let him waste any more of my time. He's not getting the bike. Um, I just messaged him a minute ago. It's like, hey, I got other things to do. Are you close by? It's like, oh, no, sorry, I haven't even left yet. I was like, all right, don't even bother then. So that's all right, though, for the time being. I mean, there's like 3 people that want to come and look at it tomorrow, but we'll see how that goes. I might still have it. I might just go get another bike anyway, just in case. We'll see. I don't know. What's up, Carrie? Good to see you again. Thanks for coming back. Anybody who's back for part 2. So, yeah, just the guy that I was waiting for is just another time waster. They're the only people in the world. Nobody else matters. So I can wait until I'm dead for him, and it's no problem because it's not a problem for him. So fuck that guy. He's not getting this bike. It's his own stupid ass fault, whatever. I'm just sorry that, I let this idiot waste my time. I'm just not going to do that anymore. Um, if somebody's not here the first time that they say they're going to be here and they don't contact me, I'm just going to block them. Like, they're not getting anything of mine. Hey, welcome back to you, Amy and Paula and Carrie and whoever else is here. Thanks for being here, guys. So I might be riding a red Trek tomorrow still. But it's been up for like 2 or 3 days and it got no action at all until today. Um and like seriously 11 or 12 different people have messaged me about that bike today, and I still have it for some reason. But whatever. This would be a lot easier to deal with if I had some leg medicine. That would kind of take the edge off right now, and I wouldn't have to think about putting idiots in a headlock. I might have to give that guy a titty twister just because. Well, if you want to share a portion of your leg medicine with me tomorrow evening, Amy, I sure wouldn't be mad at you for it. I could, I guess, go get $20 out and brave the treacherous weather and go get an $8 gram at the dispensary, but I suppose I probably won't do that tonight. And it's probably better not to anyway. So anyway, I've just been striking out today. Nobody came and got a bike. I bid on 4 different liquidation auctions and didn't get any of them. They're all just like a hair out of reach, and that sucks because I would have made tons of money on all of them. I could have only bought one, but I bid on 4 different ones, and any one of those 4 would have net me $1,000 at least. That's all right, Amy. It happens. It's just one thing that I'm realizing these days is just you really can't count on much out of this world and this life anymore. Too many people are just too far gone to be of any practical use to society whatsoever. They're just off in their own world and just completely useless. And I'm trying not to be so affected by that. If I tell somebody I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, I'm either there or I let them know that, hey, maybe I'm running a little late or we'll have to reschedule or something, as much ahead of time as possible, because, other people's time is valuable. But yeah, when I finally thought I was going to get, like, I almost got a pallet for $225, but it wound up being like 258. And there's, $4,768 worth of stuff on it. Maybe I can score one tomorrow. That would be very helpful. Laney Grace is here. What's up, Laney Grace? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. There's a couple of boxes going in the morning, like not pallets worth of stuff, but there's like better stuff in there, like higher dollar stuff in there. I might be able to score one of those for what I got. And I almost got some Sony headphones too. 53 pairs of Sony Bluetooth headphones I almost got for, that would have gone to about $275. And that's $2,389 worth of Sony headphones. I got to get back in the game. I can put the pieces back together. I can stand on my own again. I used to be like I don't want to say rich. I used to be well off. I used to drive a Mercedes and live in Anthem and have a barely 7-figure net worth. No, you're right, Amy. That's the thing. But the problem is, there are other things that I could have been doing this whole time, but I didn't want to get too involved in anything, because then I got to stop what I'm doing and carry a bike and some tires and some stuff down the stairs and talk with this guy for a while and everything. So I just didn't start anything. But I don't know. Maybe I won't make that mistake again. But seriously, from now on, if a person on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp says, they're going to be here by a certain time, I might even give them like an hour on top of that. And if they don't make it, that's it. They're done. One strike and you're out. Yeah. No, I mean, it is what it is, though, Amy. I broke a mirror today. I had like a magnifying mirror in the bathroom that was suctioned onto my main mirror because my eyes are getting bad and I can't see well enough on a regular mirror. So that fell onto the sink and broke. So I'm going to have 7 years of this now. That's great. So that's probably why, I guess. I struck out on all the auctions that I bid on, and I broke a mirror, and nobody's come through to get a bike or anything else for that matter. So it's just as well. I got to go and get groceries in the morning anyway, and I didn't know how I was going to do that at 6 o'clock in the morning without walking if I sold the bike tonight. So I guess maybe it's still good that I have the bike. So yeah, one of those days. But they pop up now and again. Hopefully it's not 7 years of this. I don't think I've ever broken a mirror before, so I don't know if that's true or not. 7 years of bad luck. We'll find out, I guess. So let's see what else. Oh, Paula, I hadn't heard. I don't get to catch too many of them anyway. Maybe I would, depending on what time it becomes. Um, but it's getting to that time of year where I get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm done with everything I have to do for the day outside by like 8 or 9 in the morning. So if she's doing it in the morning, I won't be able to see them probably. Mike, what's up, buddy? But we shall see. Depending on what time she does her streams, maybe I can still catch one now and again. But yeah, it's hot season in Las Vegas, and that means going out before the sun comes up and getting back shortly after it comes up, or it's just horrible to be outside. Once that sun starts beating down on you and it's getting hot, forget about it. Yeah, no, I know it's getting late over there, Mike. For sure. I'm not trying to keep anybody up too late. And what's up? What's up? Anybody and everybody who's joining in on the stream tonight, thank you and welcome. And it's great to have you here. It's been one of those days where nothing goes according to plan. I started my day with a nice cup of coffee, actually, from across the street. And he was going to let me have it because I go there and get them all the time, 7-Eleven coffee. And he's like, you just take it. He's like, no, in case anybody's watching on the camera, let me just pay you for it. So I did the noble thing and paid for the coffee that I was going to get for free. And then, that was good. It was like, whatever, the coffee was fine. And then I went to look at bikes. I was like, I'm going to get at least 2 or 3 bikes at the pawn shop right now. And they're all just like not great. Or women's bikes. There's a women's Cannondale road bike in there with like $3,000 worth of stuff on it that I'd love to get, but they're not going to make me a deal on it. They got too much money in it. And there's a Trek women's mountain bike that I think I might buy because it's got, I can probably get it for $50 and it's got a couple $100 worth of used parts on it. It is a Trek and it's got all that good Bontrager stuff on it. So, but anyway, I didn't get anything at the shop this morning. I was like, today's the day. We're going to go in there and we're going to score. And it didn't happen. And then I came back and started getting bombarded with messages about the Trek bike for sale. And somebody was going to come in the afternoon and didn't. And then the other guy, he's told me like 3 or 4 times, yeah, I'm coming, I'll be there in an hour, and then I'll be there in 25 minutes, and then he just like, oh, I haven't even left yet. So he's not getting it. So yeah, it's just like that. Like nothing has gone quite according to plan. But sometimes I know this from experience, there are forces at work that are greater than us, whether you believe in it or not. I've been pronounced dead before, and I know what's on the other side. And it's pretty cool. And there really are, you can't really call them people. There are forces kind of watching out for us and guiding us along. And sometimes, you might sit and think to yourself, wow, this sucks and nothing went right and I'm pissed off and why didn't anything go the way I thought it would today? And maybe it's for your benefit, to your advantage. So maybe because nothing went the way I thought it would today, everything would go, much better or differently. Maybe somebody else. I was going to sell the Trek to this guy for $220. I originally had it listed for $295 and marked it down to $250. Somebody might come through tomorrow and be like, I'll give you $250 for it right now. Or where can I come and pick it up? So, maybe that's why nothing went quite right today. Maybe I go back to the pawn shop tomorrow and they got a couple more bikes out there that I should have gotten instead, so that sort of thing. So I could sit here and be pissed off about the way things went today, or I can be optimistic about the way they're going to go tomorrow. And I think I'm going to do that instead. And we're hanging out with Amy tomorrow. Amy's going to be on the ride, like weather and everything permitting. It is nice outside right now. It still might rain around here, it looks like. And it's still kind of windy out a minute ago. Oh, really? I didn't know that, Paula. Might have to go see her and say hello. That's not my 7-Eleven, though. That one's a little out of the way. So, yeah, tomorrow's going to be a pretty awesome day. And maybe I'll find myself in a situation to get that thing, which is kind of the ultimate goal. I need to be able to go out and thrash on a BMX bike again. I'm not too old, evidently, now that I'm kind of back in shape. And it turns out I can still do a lot of things on a BMX bike. And I think I better. So maybe that works out tomorrow. Well, I won't like point the camera at you the whole time or anything, Amy, but if you'd like to say hello, I'm sure everybody would love to see you. And I got to do a live this week because it didn't work last week. And I'm losing. I've lost 6 subscribers in the last couple of days. It's just not going well. So I got to get back on track. Okay, well that's good. Anyway, Amy. Hold on. I'm getting messaged. And what is it? Okay, it's Flood Watch. And nothing else really of interest in the notifications. That's true, Amy. Should be decent weather tomorrow night if it's not raining. For June, it's really like this is, if you go outside right now, like you were mentioning earlier, this is very cool weather for June that we're having right now, but it has been raining off and on all day downtown anyway. It rained a lot downtown and it hailed too. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's always good to get some rain in the Las Vegas Valley, like any amount of rain. But I think most of us, like pretty much everybody in the valley, I think got at least some rain today. But it was dumping buckets downtown, and thunder and lightning and all that stuff too. I really do need to I gotta watch the liquidation auctions tomorrow too. Let me see what I got in the watch list. I shouldn't be giving away all my secrets here, but you guys are my inner circle. Let's see, what did this go for? This was only $1,700 worth of. It's already closed, but let's see what it went for. Yes. $1,700 worth of Sony headphones on the last auction that I was going to bid on went for $246. That's a little more than I've got, but $1,700 worth of Sony headphones. I'd flip them all on eBay for, I'd get, 900 back out of that after everything. Fees and everything, I'd recover probably about $900 back on that. Let me see what else there is. Maybe going tomorrow that I was watching. This is a good one right here. I'll show you in a second. This is all returns and shelf pulls from Target. $5,551 worth. And the current bid is $165. I might go on that tomorrow, but then I got to rent a U-Haul to pick it up. But I'll gross at least $2,700 probably on all that stuff. I looked at the manifest. That'd keep me going for a while. What else is there? Here we go. Here's a bunch of small electronics and toner, $6,031 worth, and it's at $171 right now. I might go on that one tomorrow too, if I don't get anything before it. I don't want to have to go pick up a pallet necessarily, but there's thousands of dollars worth of stuff in there, and that would do me a lot of good. Here's another Levi's one, $5,422. Hold on. Sorry if I'm missing comments. Hold on. Yeah, 177 pounds of Target store returns, $5,422 worth, currently at $165. That one's not going to go a lot higher. I can probably swing that. I don't know. I got to stop showing you all my secrets now, I guess. Yeah, you like Rod's bike? Yeah, Amy will probably meet Rod tomorrow. Okay, that's good to know, Amy. I'm a buying and selling kind of person myself, and I know how to sniff out the deals. Right now, I can only buy in low quantities, so I have to bid against other broke ass peasants like myself right now, even though I've been dealing with this company for 19 years and used to buy truckloads of stuff through them. They're still going to make me do it the peasant way, but that's okay. I've got peasant money these days, so it's all good. No, that's cool, though. Amy, that sounds very interesting. So maybe we hit it big on something tomorrow. I have to go and pick it up within a week. If I get one pallet though, maybe I can sell the bike or something else, raise a little more money and get another pallet. So if I have to get a U-Haul truck, I can wait. If I'm still bidding on something, I can call them up and be like, "Hey, I'm putting an order together right now," and they'll give you up to a week to go and get it. So if I score one pallet tomorrow, I can't go pick it up tomorrow anyway. So maybe I can get another one on top of that, get like $10,000 or $12,000 worth of stuff, and then bring all of that back in one U-Haul van. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'll be able to sell it pretty quickly. Oh yeah, and Amy too. Don't forget to bring some form of hydration. Like I don't know what you use, if you got a hydration pack or anything, or your own water bottle or whatever. I just bring a frozen bottle of water and shove it in the bottle cage, and off we go. Okay, good. And there's a pretty good bet that there will be tacos of some sort afterwards if you're down for it, Amy. Usually there's at least 3 or 4 of us that will go and acquire some tacos after the ride. But that's up to you, of course. Don't want to force you to. Hey, Paul. Glad you're back. Good to see you. Okay, yeah, it's $1.59 chicken taco night at Roberto's, of course, after the ride. And well, unless Mike goes, and then Mike shoved El Pastor tacos at us last time. Shout out to Mike on the little scooter with the red lights. You know who I'm talking about. Um, I'll go to Roberto's, ready to get a couple of tacos with what little money I got or something. He's like, Mike would be like, "You want a drink?" And then he's like, "Don't order, I got you." And then like 10 minutes later, a bunch of tacos, a bunch of El Pastor tacos and a shrimp cocktail and some other stuff would come out. And Mike would be like, "Here you go, guys." But tomorrow I'm really feeling chicken tacos. So I'm glad you're down with it, Amy. That's become this time of year, if it's not too cold afterwards, like in the wintertime, it would suck to ride home late at night after getting tacos when it's like really cold outside. But now that it's, by the time we're done with the ride and eating tacos, it's going to be very pleasant outside. So I think we're probably doing it like most weeks now. But anyway, Paul, if you just joined, and anyone who just joined, we did not sell the bike. That the guy that was coming to get it has a very poor concept of time, evidently, or a complete lack of regard for other people's time. But it is what it is. So I might be riding the track tomorrow night. Might as well hold on to it, I guess, unless somebody comes through with at least $220 tomorrow. I'm gonna keep it for one more day at least, and use it for the ride tomorrow. Okay, well, you'd think you'd be really worn out, Amy. And the first time I pedaled, like after I got a bicycle and was gonna take it on my first Wednesday ride, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this, but we've been chilling at the back of the pack lately, so it's much easier to ride. Like it's much less congested than if you're in the middle of the group. And also, they wait for us. The front of the group waits for the back of the group. So you really don't have to pedal too hard. There's really not going to be a lot of strenuous riding, I would think. And, I don't know of anything personally more rejuvenating after a bike ride than chicken tacos myself. So, even if you feel worn out at the end of the ride, I would still recommend the tacos. And thank you, Carrie, for posting the link. We've been getting so much use out of this thing, and it's really good. I love this laser projector multi-light thing, and you will too if you get one for yourself. I guarantee it. And if you don't, um, that's on you. But you're gonna love it. And there's the link. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, I'm sure it does. I'll help you in any way I can, Amy. There might be like I don't bring a lot of stuff with me, but maybe I can help you get everything dialed in if you haven't already. And there's other people with lots of bike experience out there that I'm sure would be glad to help. And Rod always brings tools and a tire inflator, and that's fine if he wants to carry all that stuff on his back when it's hot outside. But I need to put the little under seat bag back on that thing, and I'm gonna cram in as much stuff in there as I can, and a frozen water bottle, and off we're gonna go. I'm not wearing any more backpacks for a while unless it's a hydration backpack. That's the only backpack I'm gonna wear when we're out riding and it's hot because I get so sweaty under a backpack. Well, we'll of course help you if we can, Amy. I'm not going to have a lot of tools on me, but there will be some tools out there tomorrow and some people with a lot of experience in bikes, and maybe we could probably get you maybe a little better squared away. I don't know. Hmm. Did I get another notification? Uh, it's coins for the Win Slots app. I started over again on the Win Slots app. The Win Hotel and Casino. They have a free slot playing app that you can get for you know Android and iOS. And I've been playing it for years, and you win stuff like after you play for long enough. They used to, like before COVID, you could get free buffets. You could rack up points and get free buffets, but now you can only get free hotel rooms. So I started over again on my new phone, and we're like a fifth of the way to a hotel stay at the Win already. So I got to keep up with that. What's up, Vic's back? Well, I'll help you in any way I can, of course, Amy. And Vic's going to be there too. I'm sure he'll. So I haven't had a chance to yet. I was waiting for some time waster, Vic, who actually never showed up. I was doing a couple other things. I am going to check it out after this. I got a couple other things to check out that people sent me too. But I am anxious to see that. I'll let you know what I think about it tomorrow. But I'm sure it's cool. Like if it gets that kind of range, then I'm sure it's awesome. Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow though, Paula. It rained enough today, and it's supposed to rain again on Thursday. Oh, oh yeah, it's a big scooter. Yeah. Okay, I got you. That's cool though. Yeah, true. There's been a lot of talk about going to Burning Man this year. Still, for anybody who's down, that's coming up. That's not too far off. We gotta start making Burning Man plans, guys. I'll still be around. I won't have started truck driving school yet, as far as I know. So I should be able to attend Burning Man this year. Are you really going though, Amy? Oh, so just like afternoon thunderstorms tomorrow? Yeah, I agree, Amy. I'm sure it's going to be like way easier to get into this year. Oh, true. Hello, hello. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I said months ago that I'd like to go to Burning Man this year. It'd be fun to take a bike. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it's easier to talk ourselves out of it, isn't it? Like, oh, we're going to have to do this and it's going to cost money and we're going to have to take the time off and whatever else. It's easy to talk ourselves out of things like that, but Burning Man is on my bucket list and I don't know how much time I got left. I'm going to have to check it out. Hopefully this year, maybe not. We'll see. But how many miles is it to pedal to Burning Man? It's a long way. Yeah, I know. There's always going to be all sorts of things involved, but it's everybody that I know that's been is like, "Oh, you got to do it." So, yeah. Yeah, you maybe could do it on an e-bike, Vic, but what I think we're going to do is probably like rent a van or something and throw all our bikes in and go. Um a couple other people in the group mentioned an interest in going to Burning Man, and a lot of viewers of this channel as well. So anybody who's still interested in that, let's talk. It might be something that we're able to work out fairly easily, considering um, I don't know. There's little less demand for it than normal right now due to circumstances of the world and other factors. I need to eat something. I should have eaten something while I was waiting for that guy, but I figured as soon as I started eating something, he's going to show up and then I'm going to have to stop and leave it out for 15 minutes while I go down and talk to the guy. I don't know. I can eat after this. I got to get up early. I got to get groceries early in the morning. I got to shower. I got to get up, do the things I have to do, get groceries, get back, take a shower before 8 o'clock because they're going to turn the water off tomorrow so they can fix something like in the building. Like everybody's water is going to get turned off. There's a leak or something in the building and they have to fix it, and my water could be out like all day. So I got to get up super early and do everything that I got to do, like do all the sweating in the morning and then come back and take a shower and be ready with everything, do all my dishes and everything before 8 o'clock. Ugh. That's all right though. Anyway, there's something else I was going to tell you, but I can't remember now. And forget everything I showed you about liquidation auctions, anybody who might be trying to compete against me. I'm going to see if we're going to score an auction tomorrow. Maybe a pallet, maybe just a box. I don't know. But I got to get some things to sell. Not just bikes. I went and tried to buy some bikes today, but there just wasn't anything. There wasn't really anything that I could get excited about. I mean, there's a few things that I could have made money on, but it just, I don't know, nothing felt right. So I left empty-handed. Maybe after I get back from getting groceries and taking a shower and the water's off and everything, maybe I'll walk down to the pawn shop and see if they put anything new out, or see if they want to just make me like crazy good deals on some of the stuff that's already out. They got a bunch of really nice women's bikes that nobody's touching. They're just sitting there collecting dust. But they do have value and some value and some decent parts on them. A couple of them. There's a woman's Cannondale road bike in there with like $3,000 worth of parts on it that I'd have to pay $350 for it though. That's the cheapest they'd sell it to me for. But it's got $1,069 set of wheels on it. I'm tempted to buy that thing just for the wheels and the other parts like Durace parts on it. Hey, Irving's back. Good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Hope everything's going okay for you. So, I can't keep this stream going for too long because I guess I got to get up around 5 tomorrow. Like as soon as the sun starts to show itself at all, I'm going to go get some coffee, and then I got to wait until 6 o'clock. I'll go a little after it opens, get some groceries and come back. Should be enough time for everything before they shut the water off. But anyway, I guess we got to wrap it up here for now. But I sure do appreciate you guys taking the time, coming hanging out for a while, especially if you're back. I know most of you are back for part 2, and we're here for part 1. So good night to you, Amy, and everybody else. And again, I'm excited about getting to see Amy tomorrow. She's going to come out and do the ride, and that's a pretty big deal. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I hope Amy's excited about it too. So anyway, it's going to be a fun one tomorrow, and let's see. Okay, well, we're always glad to have you on Wednesday, Paula, and it's great to see you again. Well, I'm trying to focus my eyes. It's getting hard. Prepare to be underwhelmed? I doubt it, Amy. I think we're all going to be overwhelmed. But, yeah, looking forward to it. So, big day and night tomorrow, guys. I might check in with you earlier on, depending on how the day goes. If you're available, make sure you got your notifications on. But anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful, awesome night and day tomorrow. And of course, Irving's done the ride. He knows. He's excited for Amy, I'm sure. So, anyway, take care of yourselves, guys. Have a wonderful day tomorrow, and I'll see you again real soon.